Welcome to this week's edition of the Pete Mezzetti Show. I'm your host, Pete Mezzetti. My guest this evening is Stan from the Estuary Senior Center in Old Saybrook. Stan, welcome. How are you?
I am well. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Nice to see you again. It's
nice
been
to
a
see
while.
you, too. Good to see you back in the studio.
I know.
Thanks for having us today.
Oh, no problem. And we actually have another friend with us. We're going to bring in Heather from the Senior Center. Heather, welcome. How are you?
I'm good, Pete. How are you tonight?
Good. I'm good, thanks. Thanks for some time.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. So, Stan, tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been with the Senior Center.
So, I've been with the Senior Center since May of 2005.
Okay.
Yeah, so a long time. Most of those years were as controller of the estuary, and then I became executive director in 2017. So a few years of being executive director, but most of them have been as controller. So I've basically seen everything from soup to nuts at the estuary.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Heather, how about yourself? How long have you been with the Senior Center?
I've been there since, it'll be 3 months, or 3 years. Sorry.
she's a newbie.
Next month.
Wow, you like it?
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So Heather, what exactly do you do for the Senior Center?
I am the development coordinator, which means I am responsible for the fundraising aspects of all of what we do.
Okay. And during this time of the COVID, how are fundraising opportunities looking?
It's tough, you know, but it's a challenge for everybody. But I think nonprofits are unique in that, you know, we're all experiencing the same challenges, but then we have that additional surge in need that we have to fill also. So we're losing revenue at the same time that our output has to increase. So that's been tough. So I think that nonprofits as a whole, we're all trying to kind of reevaluate how we do our fundraising, how we're planning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of the things that, you know, we realized early on was that we were going to be very heavily dependent on our, you know, the generosity of the community.
Right.
So we've had to put a lot of effort into that and really hope that they hear the story and it resonates with them and they understand what the need is. So we were really fortunate that there was that outpouring of generosity, both from individuals and from funders in the community, different granting organizations. And that helped a lot to get us through the past 8 months.
Okay.
We had to kind of switch over from an in-person fundraising event or a Meals on Wheels program to a virtual fundraising event.
Okay.
You know, and that was a lot of fun. It was something different. We hadn't done it before, but we had a lot of enthusiasm. It was a week-long series of events. Okay. And it was just a nice opportunity for everybody to come together, have fun as a group, raise some awareness about the different programs we do, and then obviously raise some money for Meals on Wheels. So that's kind of where we've been, is just, you know, I hate to say it, but you know, I think all nonprofits were kind of flying by the seat of our pants on this and trying to figure out how to change what we've always done to make it appropriate for the time that we're in now. And that it keeps changing so much. So we're just, you know, we're taking it a day at a time. And again, we're just relying a lot on, you know, our communities to help support what we're doing.
Exactly. Stan, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, you know, I just want to echo, you know, Heather's comments about, you know, the generosity of our individual donors, you know, to help us through this time. It's just been great. The outpouring of generosity is just, you know, it's really touched me that they would have that kind of enthusiasm for our organization. You know, as you know, we've had to pause most of our services through this COVID, but the services that we did keep, mainly our Meals on Wheels and our grab-and-go meal service, we had to stop our congregate meals.
Yes.
At all our cafe sites, and we started this grab-and-go meal service, which people just drive up. They don't have to get out of their car. We hand them. We kind of work it like McDonald's. You know, they come up to the first window, and we kind of check their names off, and they drive to the second window, and they pick up their meal, and they're good to go. It's really been well received, and like I said, just the outpouring of support that we've had from the communities has really been heartwarming.
So how are things going at the Senior Center?
Well, You know, on a normal time, we usually have about 100 people coming through our doors a day.
Okay.
You walk into our doors now, and
Yeah.
it's just quiet.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There is nobody there. It's myself and the staff. You know, we kind of can hear a pin drop in there. It's that quiet.
I was there last week, so yes, I can attest to that.
Absolutely. There's no one in the dining room.
No.
There's no one down in our gym. But you know, we have slowly started to do some services.
Okay.
You know, we're offering our nursing services, so you can come in, get your blood pressure, cholesterol screen, diabetic screens if you want, by appointment.
Yeah.
We also have our foot care nurse who's there, again by appointment. You can come in and she'll you know, take care of you. And we're also doing haircuts.
That's right.
All by appointment.
That's right. You and I talked about haircuts last week when I was there.
Absolutely. And a couple weeks ago, we opened our thrift shop on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Ah, okay.
And it's been, I mean, just the people that have come to enjoy the thrift shop has really been amazing. That and our healthcare services really were haircuts. Were really what people had been calling about. When are you going to open the thrift shop? You know, when can I come and get a haircut?
Right.
And now that we've done that, now it's when is the gym going to open?
Yeah.
They all want to know when they could come and work out. Which
exactly.
Not going to say the exact date, but a little teaser. We will be opening the gym soon.
Sooner than later.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So we're getting there. You know, it's slow going, but we're, you know, erring on the side of caution, just trying to keep everyone safe at this point.
Absolutely.
You know, as Heather said, with the virtual fundraisers, you know, we're flying by the seat of our pants, and all of us, all the senior centers in Connecticut, we're all doing the same thing. We're trying to figure out what the next step is in terms of opening safely.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Now let's talk about the thrift shop for a second.
Yeah.
As far as product goes, as far as
Yes.
things are pretty busy.
Absolutely. We actually are taking donations on Monday by appointment. Today we saw actually 30 people come in to drop off donations.
Oh my goodness.
Which is incredible. So product-wise, we're great. You know, and again, it's a place where people just love to come and shop.
Absolutely.
Kim, our thrift shop manager, has done a great job. She's down there with a different crew of volunteers each day, and you know, they've been chomping at the bit to get back and do their thing too. So you know, it helps us. It helps out the community. So right now we're doing, like I said, limited hours, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 10 to 2. But you know, we hope to increase that as we move along.
Exactly. Exactly. Heather, what else do you want to add?
I think just to build on what Stan was saying too, as far as, you know, trying to keep the services that we have in place. You mentioned the grab and go. You know, it just echoes back to that community support, trying to be, you know, everybody helping everybody else. I do have to thank the restaurants that we've had helping us with that. You know, over the summer we had 5 restaurants join us in a partnership to help provide some of those grab and go meals.
Sure.
We had Pizza Palace, Little Pub, Cuckoo's Nest, Cloud9 Catering, and Tea Kettle. We paused that at the end of summer. We were cut up and kind of back in a flow. We are reinstituting that for the fall now, and we have Pizza Palace and Penny Lane Pub now joining us.
Oh, very
so I
nice.
think that, you know, I think we're all trying to find ways to all work together and come together as a community. So having those restaurants partner with us has been wonderful, and people love it too. You know, every day when they, you know, on the days that they pull up, you know, there's a menu in front of them, like, here's what you have from Pizza Palace today. They did, you know, whatever, spaghetti and meatballs, you know, and they have all these different options. So I think it's just a little bit of fun for them as well.
Now, has that program started yet?
It started, last Wednesday.
Oh, nice.
We started bringing the restaurants back.
Okay. Now, tell us a little bit about it. When is it?
So for in Old Saybrook, it's Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Okay.
And then in our Clinton and Old Lyme locations, it's Tuesdays.
Okay. Very cool program.
It really is.
I like it.
And it's been well received by
has it?
by the the people that participate. And one of the things about congregate dining, it's not so much the food, but we are giving them a nutritious meal, but it's more about the socialization.
Exactly.
They come, they're talking with their friends, they're sitting at the table with their friends.
Right.
They're able to stay afterwards and socialize a bit, or participate in a class, or go shop at the thrift shop. And they've lost that now.
Right.
So now myself and the staff, we're outside as they drive up, and we're conversing with them. We're just having a little fun with them. And as Heather said, we have a big whiteboard with the menu on it.
Okay.
And below the menu, we have a joke of the day.
Oh boy.
So now they're all reading the joke, and they want to know, they're all trying to figure out what the answer is.
All right.
So we try to make it a fun thing for them.
Right.
Sort of a day out. And again, we are giving them nutritious food, but we always say we're more than a meal.
Absolutely.
It goes beyond the. But one thing we're having October 30th, we are having a Halloween parade. So people that are coming to the Grab and Go in Old Saybrook can decorate their car, and we're giving out prizes for the best costume and best decorated car.
Oh, cool.
So it'll be fun. We're just trying to make it a fun thing for them.
Oh, absolutely.
As we've lost that social aspect of what we do.
Yeah. Now, as far as, besides the social aspect of what you guys do, are we looking at fundraisers for 2021?
We are. As Heather said, we're trying to figure that all out, because we're in the virtual world now, and we don't know what the next few months is going to bring.
Right.
So we're talking about different things to do, and usually in September we have our Shoreline Chefs, our big fundraiser down in Westbrook. Of course, we couldn't have that this year.
No.
So we, as Heather said, we did our first virtual fundraiser, which was successful.
Okay.
We had a lot of great. We did a program where we had something different each day.
Oh, cool.
So people can go, log on to Zoom and take part in a different. We had a paint class. We had a cooking demonstration. So there are different things that people could do. So we're just trying to figure this out as we go along.
Right.
So we'll see where the next round of fundraising brings us.
Exactly. And it's got to be strange not having everybody congregating in the building during the day.
I'll tell you, it really is. And we comment, myself and the staff, just how strange it is, because that's what we do.
Right.
We're there to, welcome our seniors in, to, provide programming for them, just to give them an environment, a home away from home.
Exactly.
And I know they're missing that, but we will be back. We will be back sooner rather than later.
Absolutely.
But we're just going to take our time right now and make sure everyone's safe.
Absolutely. Would you mind sticking around for another segment?
Absolutely.
All right. We'll be right back.
Get it. Get it.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it.
Is she gonna get it, Daddy?
She'll get it. Get it. Get it.
When you bring home a Goodwill find, you give your whole town a reason to celebrate, because you're also funding local job training and placement programs in tech, healthcare, and more. Goodwill. Bring good home.
Welcome back to this week's edition of the Pete Mezzetti Show. Sitting here with Stan Mingione from the Saybrook Senior Center. Stan, welcome back.
Thank you.
Heather, welcome back.
Thank you.
Heather's
Not a
still with us?
problem. That's right. Yeah, Heather. I was going to say, hopefully Heather's still with us.
She's on the clock, so she better be.
Exactly. Exactly. So, Stan, we talked in the first segment about the Senior Center just a little bit, but let's open up this segment talking about the Senior Center and how the COVID affected you guys. And
Yeah, we've lost probably about 40% of our revenue streams,
Okay.
during COVID. One of our big revenue streams is, our building rental. We rent our building to, various organizations.
Yeah.
Of course, we can't have people in the building now, so that's going away.
Nope.
Our gym revenue, we have over 300 members in our gym, and our gym revenue was just, our memberships are taking off. People could come if they were Silver Sneakers members or Senior Fit members,
right,
where their insurance would pay for it. So our membership just had taken off. And of course,
right,
not having people in the building, we can't have that anymore. And then just the revenue, the donations from our congregate meals, not having people congregate anymore. We can't those donations have gone by the wayside. So we've lost a significant portion, of course, and then the thrift shop, which was open 6 days a week.
Right.
We lost that revenue as well. So it really adversely affected us to the point where this past September we had to lay off some of our work staff.
Okay.
We did lay off our staff back in March when we first closed. Or paused, I don't like to say closed, but paused our operations.
Okay.
But we brought them back because we received some PPP money.
There you go.
Which we were fortunate for. But when that sort of dried up and we used that up, we had to, of course, have layoffs again. So it really has put a crimp in what we do, but we've continued to do our meal service, and our meal service has just taken off.
Yeah.
I could tell you last month, in September, we did over 7,500 meals.
Wow.
For an organization our size, that's a lot.
Oh my goodness.
That's a lot.
Wow.
And with the small staff, everyone's pulled together. They've all done a great job of just coming to work every day, being enthusiastic, and getting the job done. So if there's a good thing to come out of this, I think the staff has really bonded and come together, and they've pulled together, and really no senior has gone hungry in the 9 towns that we serve. And I'm proud to say we're one of the few meal providers that does not have a wait list.
You just stole my next question. Was how many towns do you serve?
We serve 9.
Okay.
Yep. We start in Clinton. We go all the way up 95 to Lyme, and then up Route 9 to Essex, Chester, Deep River, and Killingworth.
So it's sort of like the 9 towns of 9-town transit.
You got it.
Know that schedule a little too well.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the senior center, and as far as, is there an age limit?
So it's 50 and over.
Okay.
Yep. Our meal service is for people 60 and over.
Okay.
So pretty much we're trying to attract people from all ages, and we do. We have the people that are 50, and we have people all the way up to 96. Playing ping pong and working out at the gym and doing all that good stuff. So just anxious to get everyone back.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Heather, what would you like to add to our conversation?
I think you guys kind of touched on a little bit of everything we do.
We had to forget something.
Well, I will say that even though the center isn't open, we are still there to be a resource. There is never downtime. We're there to answer the phones. If somebody has a question, they need help with something, we are there to answer the phone and still continue to be a resource.
Absolutely.
So even though we're missing that, the social aspect of having them in the building, I want everybody to know that we are still there to help them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, Heather, tell us a little bit. We talked in the first half of the show about the to-go meals program that you guys are implementing again.
Yeah, the grab and go.
Yes.
So, as Sam mentioned, it's for, adults over the age of 60.
Okay.
And we do it in our old Staybrook location on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then in our old Lyme and Clinton locations on Tuesdays.
Okay.
And it's from 11:30 to 12. They call 24 hours in advance, make a reservation, and they drive up. There's the menu. They can see what the options are. Drive ahead to the next station. Let whoever's there, typically Adam, let Adam know what their choices are for the day, and he will come out, put it in their car, and they're on their way.
Oh, cool.
So it's nice. They're, just to echo back, they're getting the nutrition, but they get to get out for a little bit. They get to see some people. We've had a couple of them. Every once in a while, you'll see they'll pull their cars up next to each other so they can chat a little bit, either while they're waiting in line to get their meals or after the fact before they head home. So it's just a nice opportunity for them to see people again.
Now, where's your location in, you said Old Lyme?
Old Lyme. Yep, that's at the Old Lyme Senior Center.
Okay.
On Town Woods Road.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to test you. Where's your location in Clinton?
In Clinton, it's at the Annex, the Clinton Annex.
Right next to the town hall.
Right next to the town hall.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm thinking, and I live in town. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you know where it is.
It's the old police department.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the new Annex.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the old PD in
Yeah.
the town.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're doing what we can. You know, we're trying to find all the ways that we can still be there for our seniors, but in a safe and healthy way for them.
Now,
So-
can anybody just go up, or do you have to register?
You have to make a reservation.
Okay.
So that we know how many meals to cook or how many meals to prepare, and that's basically it.
Now, how do you make reservations?
Call our number 860-388-1611.
Okay.
Leave a message on the reservation line that you want to make a reservation in the location. And if you're new, we ask you just to fill out what's called a Form 5. You know,
Okay.
it's pretty painless, and you're good to go.
Nice.
Yep.
Very cool.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And obviously, the grab and go program is going to be extended for a while.
Absolutely. We're going to keep doing that for the foreseeable future. Yeah, actually, one of the phase 3 of Governor Lamont's
Yep.
plan, one of the things for senior centers is no congregate meals. So we can't do that even if we wanted to.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
And it's just it's not a safe environment. You know, it's still we want our seniors to stay home,
Yeah.
stay safe when they can, continue to practice their social distancing,
Yep.
wearing their masks.
Yeah.
So we just want to keep everybody as safe as possible.
Absolutely, yeah, because you don't want to have a spike. In
Absolutely. You know,
and everything.
it may take a little bit longer, and maybe a few more months before we're hopefully back to some sort of normal. But I think it's worth the wait.
Yeah, and obviously you guys are going to be sort of glad when everything gets back to a somewhat normal.
Yes, you know, and that's the interesting thing. We don't know all the senior centers. We don't know what senior centers are going to look like in the future.
Right.
You know, we're all kind of trying to reinvent ourselves at this point. I'm involved with an organization. It's called the Connecticut Association of Senior Center Personnel, and it's
Okay.
a group of all the senior centers in Connecticut.
Ah.
And we talk on a weekly basis about different issues that senior centers are going to be having as we move along through this.
Right.
You know, we're all supporting each other, trying to bounce ideas off each other, and you know, hopefully like I said, we'll be back, and it'll be better than ever. It just may be different.
Exactly. I'm sure you'll be back better than ever. It's just gonna take time.
Absolutely.
It's just gonna take some time, and obviously you guys are going to want to put the safety measures back into
Yes.
the senior center.
Absolutely. We're doing that right now. Actually, you know, we're changing a little bit of our front entrance. We're being touchless, you
Yep.
know, where we can. We're trying to make it a safe environment for everyone to come back to.
I know. I was going to say I was there last week, and I saw some of the
Yes.
some of the upgrades that you guys are doing
Yep.
to prevent the spread of
Absolutely.
germs
I
and
think people
everything.
will like it. You know, I think they'll enjoy it once everything's said and done. And again, you know, we're looking forward. We appreciate everyone's patience during this
Yeah.
time, but you know, we're as anxious as they are to get back.
Absolutely, absolutely. And one thing we have to mention is if people want more information, where can they go?
Yeah, they can call us. You know, like Heather said, we're there to answer the phones, 860-388-1611.
Okay.
They can get our website, www.ecsenior.org. They can email us. They can go to our website, you know, our Facebook page, and, you know, ask a question there if they would like. But, you know, we are in the office. We are answering the phones. You know, we are still there, as we like to say.
Now, are we when someone is there? What are normal hours of operation?
We're still there 8 to 4.
Okay.
Yep. Hours are the same.
Hours are the same.
Yeah, we've kept the same hours. You know, myself, the staff. You know, like I said, we're piecing it together to make it as smooth a transition as possible and not try to deviate as much.
No.
You know, so the seniors have some sort of you know, normalcy.
Right.
As far as we're concerned.
Absolutely, absolutely. Heather, what would you like to add?
I think just Everybody is working really hard to make sure that when we do come back, and that as we come back even now with the services, that everything that we're doing is for the safety of those who are entering the building. So we are making sure that we're taking temperatures whenever they're coming in for appointments, that, we're looking at restructuring the front so that we have a designated in and out. So while all of this is going on, we're still thinking long-term how to best keep everybody safe. So if there are people out there who do want to make appointments, who do want to come in and take advantage of the services, I think it's just important that they know that we are doing everything that we can to keep them safe and make sure that, that we're putting those protections and protocols in place.
Exactly. Stan, we got a little bit more time left, so you're going to get last word before I say goodnight. What would you like to?
I just want to remind everyone that, for our grab and go in Old Saybrook, October 30th, it is our Halloween parade. So if you'd like to dress up your car, wear a costume, it's going to be a fun environment. The staff and I may have a surprise or two in terms of, well, I'm not going to say.
All right.
But we may have a surprise. So if you want to see what that surprise is, show up on October 30th, and it'll be a fun experience.
Come hang out.
Absolutely.
Stan, thanks a lot for some time. Hopefully
thanks
we'll see
for
you
having
soon.
us.
No
Really
problem.
good to see you again.
You too.
Glad you're back in the studio.
Heather, thanks a lot. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you, Pete.
No problem. On behalf of Stan and Heather, I'm Pete Mezzetti. Thanks. Good night, and we'll see you next time.